Welcome to GodSpark Nation. So happy to see you and so happy for you to be seen because we are here as a community to see and engage and hear each other. So what QHS is offering each and every one of you members is hope for this beautiful future. We have faith in these wonderful technologies. And we are here together to create this amazing world for ourselves and for future generations. So it's really funny. Last week, I was talking to Cynthia on the phone, and she randomly asked me if I wanted to have more children post do-over. And at first I said, no way. I've raised 3 kids, animals, all this. And then I remembered what our wonderful, beautiful late John said to me once. He said that the babies that are coming are star seeds. And I remembered that after my conversation with Cynthia. And I'm like, well, maybe I will reconsider that. How fun is it going to be to give birth to a star seed in the new world that we're creating? Because those kids are going to have it different. And then another thing that solidified that was that today, Dr. John Pro was talking, and he said something about the human race and how this younger generation is not reproducing. And so we need to give hope to this planet so that we are able to continue what we're doing, right? And so I'm like, okay, well, there's another check. So I guess I just need one more until I decide that that's going to happen. We know that all things are possible thanks to the quantum twine wave and our coming do-overs. So another thing that Cynthia said recently is hope is the difference between barely surviving and thriving. What do you want to do? I know that you are here because you want to thrive. And also your family. You want them to thrive along with you because how lonely of an existence is it to be alone on this path? Well, guess what? You are not alone. You are here and you are heard and you are seen and you are a very important piece of this QHS puzzle. Every single one brings a different gift, whether it's heart, technology, everything. Every gift that you have is here to create this future, okay? But you must have hope in your heart each and every day and faith in each step that we take together while we hold hands, because we know that humanity needs this technology if we are going to thrive. And it's funny, one day I was talking on the phone to Alex and I asked him a question, which I won't go into details. And you know what he said to me, his answer, which I loved, that the Alliance has worked so hard to save this planet that they are not going to let really bad things happen anymore. And I was like, I love that man. He's become such a good friend. And since you are the creator of your reality, both your present reality and the future, the time to do all of this is now. Okay, so last week, I reviewed 2 principles that I covered the week before, and I gave real life examples and asked you guys for some. And so today I'm going to talk about a couple more. Okay, so I'm going to just try to do 2 a week so I have time to hear from you. Now, the goal of these principles is to help you build rapport with others, create confidence in yourself, because I've become aware that many people have squashed their confidence, communicate more effectively with each other, because you are creating your dream team. And you know that last week, this new project link on our website was launched, and it should fill you with excitement because all these juicy details are coming to fruition as we shift into this new future with grace and ease. Okay, so the third principle is your mind and body are one system. Now, the mind and the brain are different. And while your brain is this physical structure in your head that looks kind of like a walnut, so walnuts are really good brain food, by the way, your mind represents your experiences, your thoughts, your consciousness, and it does emerge from your brain's activity. And while your brain handles like the mechanics of your emotion, your mind is what shapes these experiences, these feelings, and those are unique to each individual. So you have heard the words mind-body connection, and they work together as an integrated whole. There's no separation. You know, in this quantum paradigm that we're creating, it's not like first, second, third. It's just everything, everywhere, all at once. And with the mind-body connection, there's something that is state. You've heard that word, flow state. I love when I'm in a flow state, and that happens early morning. That is when my mind and my body are connected and they impact one another. I sit and I can just get so much done. Like if I'm teaching a class, or if I am working on a presentation, or if I'm speaking like a group to you guys, this is like a flow state to me. And there's other productive states, like a Zen state, an aroused state, a hyper-focused state. And those are really productive, but there's also counterproductive states, such as stress, burnout, or boredom. So it's just being cognizant of which state you are in at the moment. And if it's in a counterproductive state, you want to pivot and find a productive state for yourself. Also, I feel this wonderful flow type state when I'm at yoga, or if I'm walking in nature. That's when time just slips away from you, and it's so wonderful. But your mind and your body are one. They're not separate. So you want to know that your mind creates this vision and your body creates the actions. So think about how your intention is that little bridge right in between. It's like a spark plug or a GodSpark that creates this action. And that intention can be very subtle and even subconscious. When I was doing personal training at the gym and teaching fitness classes, I would always say, your body can do it. It's your mind you have to convince. And it's so true, because it can sometimes paralyze our action. So it's just about knowing that this is happening and then take action against it, so you can pivot to those good states. Okay, the next principle I want to talk about again and give you some real life examples is people make the best choices available to them at the time. And you are so fortunate to know about QHS. When you are presented, or when you were presented with this opportunity to become a member, something in your heart, your GodSpark, said, yes, this is a choice that was available to you. But many people don't even have the choice because they don't even know about QHS yet. So they are making the best choices available to them when it comes to their health. So here's a case in point. Prior to 2007, all I cared about was calories or points. I wasn't aware of anything nutritional, so I was eating processed foods, fast foods, whatever. I didn't know, I wasn't aware of the importance of nutrient density. And so, but then when I knew about it, you know, they say you don't know what you don't know, but when you do know and you don't do, then that's when there's a little problem there, because knowing and not doing is worse than not knowing at all. And it's not your fault, because like me, you may have lacked information, you may have lacked awareness, and this could be for anything, or maybe your limitation was your funds. So when you say that people make the best choices available to them, there's always circumstances that would make better choices not available, just like people who don't yet know about QHS. So do any of you guys have an example that you want to share of how choices that you had that were limited at the time affected any type of decision that you made for yourself or your family or anything like that?